research, learning resources, and improving training quality to make social mix between public university and Universidad Balikpapan. Public University held an online signing ceremony of a bilateral cooperation agreement with Balikpapan University. This is the main purpose of the meeting today. Dear distinguished guests, in the event today, we respectfully introduce the presence of Dr. Võ Hoàng Kim, Vice President.
Thưa đại hiệu trưởng trường đại học Balikpapan.
Dear Dr. Israeli Zainam, Rector of Universidad Balikpapan.
Quý giảng viên, cán bộ nhân viên, sinh viên trường đại học Balikpapan. Quý giảng viên trường đại học Bạc Liêu, quý đại biểu tham dự lễ ký kết hợp tác giữa trường đại học Bạc Liêu và trường đại học Balikpapan.
Dear distinguished guests from Balikpapan University and Universidad Balikpapan.
Trước hết thay mặt trường đại học Bạc Liêu, tôi xin gửi lời trân trọng kính chào làm việc đến ngài hiệu trưởng trường đại học Balikpapan.
On behalf of Balikpapan University, I would like to send my warm greeting to Dr. Israeli Zainam, Rector of Universidad Balikpapan.
Ban lãnh đạo nhà trường, được ông Muhammad làm thuộc tập thể quý đại biểu đã tham dự buổi lễ ký kết hôm nay.
Mr. Muhammad Adam and my distinguished guests in the event today.
Tôi cũng muốn bày tỏ sự trân trọng tới Đại học Balikpapan, là một trường đại học có lịch sử hình thành 40 năm.
I also want to express my respect to Universidad Balikpapan, an institution with 40 years establishment.
Là một cơ sở đào tạo cao cấp và đáng tin cậy ở vùng Đông Kalimantan.
A high-ranking training level and reliable institution in West Kalimantan.
Chúng tôi đánh giá cao các khoa đào tạo.
We highly evaluate your faculties in training.
Phương pháp giảng dạy cũng như cơ sở vật chất của nhà trường.
Methods of lecturing and facilities.
Trường đại học Liêu đã thành lập được 15 năm, là một trường đại học bán đào tạo vùng Việt Nam của Việt Nam.
Balikpapan University has been established for 15 years. It's a unique university in Davao Peninsula, the southernmost region of Vietnam.
Với sứ mạng của trường là đào tạo nguồn nhân lực trình độ cao, đa lĩnh vực, nghiên cứu học và cung cấp dịch vụ các dịch vụ cộng đồng, góp phần phát triển kinh tế xã hội cho địa phương. Về các khoa đào tạo, trường đại học Liêu có rất nhiều nét tương đồng với trường đại học Balikpapan.
High quality training, multidisciplinary human resources, doing scientific research, and providing community. Also,
tapi di sini kamu harus saya kerjain.
Sau nhiều lần làm việc và trao đổi qua email, tôi rất vui mừng để tiến tới buổi ký kết hôm nay. Trên cơ sở thống nhất các nội dung của bản hợp tác, hai bên hứa hẹn mang rất nhiều sự phát triển tốt đẹp trong tương lai trong việc thực hiện sứ mạng hai đường.
Through contacting and discussing via email, I am very happy that the two parties have found a common voice to proceed to the signing MOU for cooperation on the basis of unifying the contents of the MOU. The two parties promise to bring the best developments in the future to complete two institution missions.
Một lần nữa xin trân trọng cảm ơn ngài hiệu trưởng trường đại học Balikpapan, ban lãnh đạo nhà trường, ông Muhammad Adam đã hỗ trợ cho tổ chức thành công buổi ký kết này.
Once again, we would like to thank Dr. Israeli Zainam, Rector of Universidad Balikpapan. Mr. Muhammad Adam had assisted successfully to celebrate the meeting today.
Cuối cùng xin kính chúc quý vị sức khỏe, buổi lễ ký kết thành công tốt đẹp.
Finally, I would like to wish you a good health and a successful meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vo Hong Kim, for the welcome speech. And our colleague in Berkeley University would like to show a short profile, a short video on the Berkeley University profile. So we will have our ICT operator to play for the video. Silakan untuk rekan-rekan ICT, please to play the short clip of Berkeley University profile video.
Lát nữa chị Thúy mình đừng. Chị Sang.
Dear ICT team, can we play the short video clip of Berkeley University?
Berkeley University, with 2 campuses located in central Berkeley, is a public training institute with high prestige and provides high-quality human resources for Berkeley Province and neighboring provinces. Berkeley University honorably received the Golden Symbol for Vietnam Human Resources 2011 in the first time. It was also awarded 3rd-class labor medal in 2011 and 2nd-class labor medal in 2017 by the President of Vietnam. Offering a variety of training programs based on high-quality programs and international assessment of Vietnam National University Ho Chi Minh City, the school has used teaching material and methods with the CDIO standards of the USA and supplies students with many soft skills in the professional environment of businesses. The school has also promoted applying digital technology in learning and teaching and combined traditional teaching with online teaching on LMS. Conducting many meaningful activities to serve the community, the school aims at sustainable development for the community and actively contributes to the economical and cultural development in the local and neighboring areas such as community connection, knowledge sharing, and volunteer activities, connection with experts, conferences, workshops, and scientific seminars, and deployment of science technology application to foster local socio-economic development, impartation of advanced technology and scientific measures to people to help them increase their knowledge and improve their lives. The school has cooperated and supported departments, committees, Association of Farmers, and Association of Science Technology in the province to resolve their problems. The school has also deployed projects and works of the members of Ho Chi Minh Communist Party to serve the community through caravan knowledge journey, green summer, bridge health constructions, and so on. In terms of teaching staff, 100% of the lecturers have completed postgraduate education, and more than 20% of the professors, doctors, and experts are invited for teaching from Vietnam National University, Ho Chi Minh City. The institute has built the experimental base to support students to easily apply theories into practice. Besides, the university dormitory includes 2 blocks of room with capacity of 400 students. Its electric library has been linked to the Central Library of Vietnam National Library, Ho Chi Minh City, where there are millions of regularly upgraded titles of electric books in all domains. To provide many interesting and professional experiences, the school laboratory has been linked to leading groups and businesses such as Bree Farms and high-tech shrimp farms of the Úc Group, Yu Hùng Business and Trúc An Industrial Zone. Market finance simulation model from the IDV. Experience in IT at the Innovative Creative Center of TMA Solution Group. The building project of training base of the institute has been approved by Bạc Liêu Provincial People's Committee to innovate and enhance its facilities. The new campus will definitely implement various activities to promote research, training, and administrative capacities of the school. Bạc Liêu University, quality, creativity, responsibility, integration.
Thank you. And before we go to the next main agenda, which is MOU signing, I would like to remind all participants to please unmute the speaker unless it is the chance to speak. So we'll have very smooth webinar today. Next, to the one of the main agenda today, which is the MOU signing. I will ask Rector and Vice Rector of Universitas Balikpapan into position, and also to the Vice Rector of Bạc Liêu University, Dr. Vo Hong Kim, take into position for the signing, and to ICT operator, I think you can unpin me from the main frame. So we'll have only 4 frames on that. Dr. Joyce, Pak Randy, Bạc Liêu University, and Universitas Balikpapan for the signing process. Hello, Tina, Bạc Liêu University. Can you put the Zoom on the table where the MOU signing process will be conducted again? We can set the camera like before when Dr. Vo Hong Kim giving a welcome speech. Wait a second, we are still waiting for our colleague to set. Okay, that's a better view for MOU signing procession. Oke, rekan ICT mungkin saya boleh di-unpin ICT pin. So we will only have 4 on the screen to take a picture.
No problem.
Okay.
Có cái đầu trước đi. Rồi giờ cái qua cái bảng này thành đi qua bên trái rồi.
Please be ready in a position. I'm having trouble to see the process because what appears in my screen is the backdrop. Okay. So I think we will start with the procession. Please start with Universitas Balikpapan first.
Đẩy cái bảng tên phía trên.
Pak Isradi to stand and take signature. Mrs. Tina, could you please wait? We will start from Universitas Balikpapan first. Ready, and our vice rectors to stand and sign the document. And then followed by witness. The next one, Dr. Vo Hong Kim, can you please stand up and sign the MOU documents for us, please? I think we have a freeze connection from Berkeley University. Please wait a moment, Pak Isradi. We have a freezing. Oh, okay. Dr. Vo Hong Kim, Tina, can you show the document to the camera, please, like Dr. Isradi does, so everyone can see. Okay, that's perfect. And applause from all of us here to the ceremony processing, and thank you. Thank you. You can have a seat.
Come in, Ban.
Yes, Pak. Come on.
Cham Bin An.
Come on. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Come on. You may have a seat. Yeah, I tried to catch a few key phrases. Come on and Chao Bui San a few days ago. Terima kasih. Yes, sama-sama, Mr. Vo Hong Kim. Hey, thank you very much. Next, we will move to the next agenda, the webinar with the topic Significance of International Collaboration to Universities Development. We will have two speakers. The first one, Dr. Joyce from University of Brunei Darussalam for 20 minutes, and Bapak Isradi Zainal for 10 minutes. To all participants, if you have any questions, keep there until the end of the session. We will have a 15 minutes Q&A session. You can type on the chat features, or either you can directly ask later on. Please welcome Dr. Joyce. But before you start, Dr. Joyce, I'll read a brief introduction. Dr. Joyce is currently Vice President on Global Affairs at University Brunei Darussalam. Her portfolio includes global partnerships, student and staff mobility programs, as well as UBD FPT Global Center that offers English language in Da Nang, Vietnam. Before she became the Vice President, held the roles of Director of International Office, Dean of UBD School of Business and Economics, and various topics of research, mostly on labor economics, Asian economic community, gender wage differentials, and wage discriminations. Please welcome Dr. Joyce with us today. Please, Dr. Joyce.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adam, the moderator. Thank you for your kind words and a very good and comprehensive CV. Thank you. First of all, good morning and salam sejahtera to Pak Dr. Isradi, Director of Universitas Balikpapan, UNIBA. Good morning. And also good morning to the Vice Rector, Ibu Dr. Mary, who is usually frequent our Borneo Studies Network BSN meeting. And of course, also to good morning and salam sejahtera to Pak Randy, the Board of Trustee of UNIBA.
Selamat pagi, Dr. Joyce.
Selamat pagi, Pak. And Professor Deb Kong Chant, President of the Bartlett University, as well as Mr. Vo Hong Kim of the Bartlett University. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joyce Teo, the Vice President of University Brunei Darussalam. It is an honor today to join both universities at the MOU signing. Congratulations to both universities. And it's such an honor to be able to speak on a topic that is called the significance of international collaboration to university development. I feel very honored to be here and to actually witness the entire event. Once again, thank you very much. Today, I bring forward, I hope I will stay within the 20 minutes or shorter than that, Mr. Adam. And I would like to talk on the topic, which is on the significance of the international collaboration. I hope the screen can be seen by everyone as well.
Yes, I can see that clearly.
Thank you. So 3 key questions will be addressed at this presentation, especially at this period of the COVID-19. Many people are telling us that let's hold on a minute, when during this time, perhaps we will go on with the other aspect, but not internationalization. However, at today's presentation, I would like to address 3 key questions. And number 1 would be, this is not a good time to give up on internationalization. In fact, there are many opportunities that we should be visiting to reassess the internationalization strategies. And at this presentation, we will also be discussing and to talk about how can universities promote internationalization in light of pandemic. At this time, I would like to say that I'm very particularly impressed with UNIBA and Bartlett University. At this time of the COVID, you still carry on the internationalization and the collaboration, which is a very, very good effort that I'm very impressed with. And also at this juncture, I would also like to share that UNIBA being one of the key member and the board member of Borneo Studies Network, BSN, UNIBA has also contributed very positively to the network, which we are very, very impressed and we feel very positive about. Let me quickly, I hope the screen is not. Just give me a minute. It seems like the screen is stopped at this particular slide. Let me try to go out of the slide. Okay. So sorry for just now. So basically, what we'd like to share about international collaboration over here. Collaboration is key to university development. As you can see on the right-hand side, our group photo of where we have the BSN Governing Council meeting and where we also continue to have the BSN Scientific Committee meeting via online, which was last year, August. No matter the size and the age of the university, it is very important for university to come together and build effective models for international collaboration and partnership. What are the things that we can think about, especially in the new normal? What can we think about the international collaboration at this new normal time? We think about differentiation, we think about enhancement. When we put all the university together, all these universities can together, each of us have our own strength. So we are able to bring different perspectives and enhance international collaboration and enhance network collaboration. International collaboration brings forth new opportunities through differentiation and enhancement. Important goals of the international collaboration include improving opportunities for the students and for the faculty. And of course, advances in the technology will link together all the universities that are separated by hundreds and thousands of miles, just like us, where we have the UNIBA, SAM on the Borneo Island with UBD, but we have Bartley University in Vietnam. But together through the technology, we are all able to be meeting here at 10 o'clock today for such a very meaningful event. Today, I would like to discuss as well on the 3 steps to international collaboration. These are not new. I put them together for people who are working on global affairs or internationalization. You will see that you are doing on these 3 things almost every day. For example, number 1, when we work on international collaboration, we identify the mutual areas of the collaboration. We structure the potential partnership opportunities because it's not everything will be usually mutually agreed upon. So we usually will have to structure it, strategize it. And of course, the 3rd step is also equally important, is to sustain the benefits of a partnership. Again, I must pinpoint on how BSN work with the other 11 universities and how meaningful is the MOU signing between UNIBA and Bartley today to bring about the benefits of the international partnership. This is such a very good initiative. Universities in the new normal. In fact, since March 2020, COVID-19 has disrupted the entire system of the higher education globally. University had to deal with the urgent issue while delaying the important, but most important would be all the university have to make quick transition towards offering online teaching, which include UBD as well. I'm sure UNIBA as well as Bartley did the same thing. Student mobility, study abroad opportunities, international program, and partnership. We can't deny that has been suffered a lot during the pandemic time. There is a risk that university faced with significant challenges may be thinking that this is not a good time to engage in internationalization. However, I would like to say that this is the best time to engage in international collaboration. Why? We will continue to discuss at this presentation. Internationalization is a long game. Internationalization is not built in a day. The culture of the internationalization and reaping the rewards require investment in international programs, require investment in digital technologies, and most important, it requires investment in relationships as well. So we cannot abruptly stop internationalization and international collaboration during the COVID pandemic. And instead, this is the time where we can strategize, look into our 3 steps we talked about earlier, and look into the area where we can even collaborate, strengthen the collaboration, and become even stronger partner. I hope it's not freeze again. Let me go back and let me see if I can. I think it freeze at this point, but I can still go back. Okay. This is the time we should keep involved and make changes in such a way that all the university can work together more effectively to address the challenges faced by the higher education in the new normal. I've been invited to speak on the topic of internationalization in the new normal quite often in the past 16 months. And most of the time, I will always be urging people that this is the best time to continue the international collaboration, because this is the time where we can reflect and innovate the learning models. We can innovate our academic programs. We can innovate our academic education network and redesign them. To me, very important is redesign all these things to attract more students. And it is most appropriate to do these things during a time of change like now. In UBD, I would like to take a moment to share that we have been doing the blended learning for several years. But during the pandemic hit us March the 9th, we converted to online learning within 1 day, because we have been doing the online teaching all the while. But the pandemic time just gave us a good reflective time to think about how we can make the online learning even better for the students and for the faculty. So currently, UBD is offering blended learning, where we have a mixture of online lectures with tutorial discussion in person, while maintaining the physical and social distancing guideline. We have the virtual summer school to replace the in-person school at the moment. And we have the virtual mobility, where we offered since the August 2020. This is what I meant. Even though students cannot travel, faculty cannot travel, we convert them to virtual. But most important at this point would be to say that the point of interaction, because we cannot expect students to listen to us for if a lecture is 1 hour long, we cannot expect students to listen to us virtually for 1 hour as well. So this is the innovative part we talked about just now. How to make a 20 minutes lecture, just like a 1 hour lecture. Students still learn. They are not compromised on their learning outcome, but at the same time, they is interactive. They felt they are sitting in front of us to learn from us. So this is the innovative that where together, all the university, we can think about ways how to innovate our academic programs, how to innovate the ways we teach as well. We are very lucky in UBD in Brunei. We have a number of the UBD alumni, the donors, even chip in to help the students' online education last year. So when students say about they have the internet connection issues, we have the donor come in, quickly even donate some of the data top up and the SIM card. So this is an article where I've taken from the national newspaper. As I shared earlier, during the internationalization, during the pandemic time, we don't stop internationalization. UBD used to have the Global Discovery Program, which is a summer program in person. We converted to the e-Global Discovery Program, and we welcome all the students who are tuning in to our webinar today. You can join UBD at this e-Global Discovery Program as well. And last but not least, international collaborations like international meetings. I attended one just recently. I mean, all of us attended a virtual meeting almost 7 to 8 times, or maybe even more in a week. So this is one that I have just recently attended. The reason I picked the picture is to share that, in fact, despite the pandemic, in the new normal, we are still meeting. Internationalization chat is still going on as per usual. So I don't want to talk too long, because I thought it would be very interesting to have a Q&A to hear from the audience in terms of the question. But I would like to conclude with the thoughts on internationalization in the new normal, how to support in university development. I would like to share these 5 points. The benefits of internationalization is multifaceted. It's not just about mobility. In fact, it is more. Multinational employers value the experience and network of university graduate. We can never take out international experience of the student, but how we can do it is, if the students stay in the country, how can we make that international experience and enrich them? If they can travel in person in the new normal, when the travel advisory allowed, how can we make sure precautionary measure protect them, take care of them, and at the same time, they enjoy the internationalization? So my third point over here is the university graduate value the connection they have made with talented friends and the employer around the globe. So this is why internationalization is important, and we don't stop and we don't abrupt them during the pandemic time. We still continue because we do it for the students and for the faculty. And also, we value the potential for international recognition of the academic work and the cultural competency that students can equip through internationalization. Last but not least, the wealth of the shared knowledge that internationalization can foster cannot be measured. It's more than what I've shared today. I only put in the key points today in the interest of time, and also I would like to hear from the audience as well. So I would like to end this note by sharing my contact address. And also, if you would like to discover more on UBD or discover more on internationalization or discover more on Borneo Studies Network, please do not hesitate to write to me at this email address. And I also would like to echo what Dr. Randy has said just now. We also welcome everyone to visit University Brunei Darussalam when the travel advisory allowed. So I will stop at this point and would like to wish everyone once again, stay safe and healthy during this time. Thank you very much. Terima kasih and salam sejahtera. Back to Mr. Adam. Thank you.
Terima kasih, Dr. Joyce.
Terima kasih, Dr. Joyce. Thank you very much for the very insightful sharing experience. I think we will have a question and answer later on after Pak Isradi, but one point I think I need to highlight that I agree with you that the challenge we have now is quote unquote, it's some kind of blessing in disguise. That when you say that this is even the best time to do the internationalization and globalization, as the example that we have seen today, even without physically visiting each other, we can have this memorandum of understanding with back to university. So I do agree with that, Dr. Joyce. Thank you very much. And then we will go to the next speaker, Rector of Universitas Balikpapan, Dr. Isradi Zainal. Pak Isradi is currently also the chairperson of PII. How would you say that in English? Pak Isradi will explain that. Persatuan Insinyur Indonesia. Indonesian Engineer Association chapter is Kalimantan, and also the chairperson of the Dean of Engineering Faculty in Indonesia. Also practitioners and health and safety practices among some of the prominent figures in Indonesian safety and occupational health and safety field. So Pak Isradi, welcome, Pak. The Zoom room is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Adam. Dr. Joyce, nice to meet you. To Associate Professor Dr. Chu Die Chong Thang, President of Barclay University, Vietnam. Thank you for your willingness to build cooperation. To Vice President Dr. Pho Quang Kim and Mrs. Nguyen, Leader of Foreign Language Divisions of Barclay University. Thank you for your support from Beirut to make this cooperation happen. And special for Mr. Randy from Balikpapan University. Thank you, Pak Randy, for present today. Okay, I'll share screen today. Okay, in this occasion, like Dr. Joyce, I'll present about international collaborations to university development. Okay, if you talk about collaborations, I think we can say that okay, if you talk about collaboration between universities in the world, for the first of all, we want to say what is collaborations. If you talk about collaboration, it means that there is the actions of working with someone, I think, and it means that how to produce something. And we can say also that collaborations is work together. Wait a moment. Okay. Okay. What is collaborations? And collaboration enables also individuals to work together to achieve defined and common business or purpose. So if we talk about collaboration, the collaboration today between Baccalaureate University and University of Balikpapan can we say as collaborations because we have the same purpose and to do together. And then what is international collaborations? If you talk about international collaborations, it means that of course involve some countries, some universities, and also how to make the knowledge and skill set of a project in them to better understand and to accelerate the project. Ladies and gentlemen, if you talk about why international collaborations so significant to university, first of all, as we know that if you talk about international collaboration, it makes the university make like student exchange program that give the student the advantage to gain incredible experience of other people, cultures, and other countries. Besides students, we know also that collaborations afford the students and lecturers a greater opportunity to develop the best of their career. International collaboration provides lecturers with the opportunity to share ideas and gain new experience that could foster the work and of course to both the lecturer field. International collaboration in the era of pandemic, as we know, that is difficult to be carried out, but there are some methods, as we know that just now Dr. Joyce show us how to ground, and we see that actually you can do it by online or direct. The international university partners offers opportunity for both domestic and international students to travel around the world for different exchange programs during their study. So for collaboration, I think this can motivate the university to develop a strong connection that facilitates the student research. Next, if we talk about if international collaboration is important, how do university doing about collaborations? First, I think we can do research and knowledge sharing. Research and knowledge sharing can be done by cooperations. Maybe there are some writers or researchers from Indonesian University or University of Balikpapan, and also from Baklya University. And the organization can work closely with institution or higher education to work for research and special projects related to the product, service, or industry. And also, the university can do internship program. Their internship programs can be done by organization, and the student can gain reward and hands-on experience as they study. And also a certification program. As you know that nowadays in Indonesian higher educations, the students are obliged to have certificates, and in conjunction or in relation with the cooperations or international collaborations, University of Balikpapan and also foreign university can cooperate to collaborate with institution or international institution to publish to make certification program, And I think we can do it if we have signed the MOU like just now. And also idea labs and workshop, because we can host spaces and designated events where employee and university official, faculty and student can come together and think about and discuss certain challenges or opportunity in the select industry. In this era of pandemic, in Indonesia there is also a program issued by the Minister of Education, Mr. Nadiem, like Merdeka Belajar or study independent study. It means that the students in Indonesia can study in their faculty and also in other university, both in Indonesia and also outside or overseas. So for the implementation of the programs, maybe someday the student from University of Balikpapan can study at in Vietnam, Bakri University, University of Brunei Darussalam, or also maybe in Australia and Europe. And the study will be acknowledged by the government or also by the university. Okay, next. So what is other types of collaborative education program can be done by collaborations? The first, visiting student programs. A student from University of Balikpapan and also from international university can spend one semester or academic year. It depends on the collaboration at university, maybe full time or one semester. And also we can do some research experience where undergraduate students from other institutions come to university, and typically up to the third year, or for Indonesia after 6 semesters for research experience, ranging from 6 months to a full semester placement. And I have said before about certificate program. Academic units at university may collaborate with international institutions, organizations for the purpose of offering on existing certificate or designing a new one. Special for certificate programs, both University of Balikpapan and university like Bakri or other university abroad can cooperate with us to make a certificate program with industry in Indonesia. And also the other collaboration with this program is micro credentials. Okay, as we talked about in the first presentations about collaboration, in this slide, you can see that this is a kind or a type of collaborations. This is ASEAN grouping collaborations. And we see here today we cooperate between Indonesia, Vietnam, and Brunei Darussalam. And in the sector of education or higher education, ASEAN countries also has a program and collaborations, and maybe next we can make or communicate with them to support us. And in this slide, I show you about the number of higher education institutions in Indonesia, in ASEAN, especially in 2016 and 2014. You can see that Indonesia has 4,400 higher education institutions. Vietnam is about 419, and I think for this condition, you can make further cooperations later. Okay, now about cooperations, let me introduce University of Balikpapan. University of Balikpapan is located in East Kalimantan, 30 kilometers from the new capital of Indonesia candidates. Yeah, and we have second faculty here, a 15 study program, including environmental program and architecture. Okay, and you know that my university, University of Balikpapan, is founded on March 24, 1984 by Yayasan Pendidikan Tinggi Dharma Wilayah Kalimantan. Until now, we have students more than 6,000, and we have B accreditations. It means that very good. Okay, we have actually talking about collaboration. We have many collaboration among university and institutions, including many university or institutions abroad. And through collaboration, we carry out research and learning. We carry out international seminar or webinar together. And also maybe in the next, we can make apprenticeship and entrepreneurship. For apprenticeship, the Ministry of Education in Indonesia asked the students to do apprenticeship in industry as well as in state-owned enterprise. And also, according to the new regulations, humanitarian project and volunteering is obliged for the students. Okay, in the last, I would like to inform that actually University of Balikpapan has carried out many international collaborations, like Youth University of Amsterdam, National University of Laos, Dong Thap University of Vietnam, University of Limpopo, South Africa, Changshu Vocational Institute of Mechatronics, Changshu Vocational Institute of Engineering, Guizhou University of Traditional Chinese Medicine, Jiangsu Polytechnic Institute, Siloam College, Malaysia, University of Malaysia Sabah, Technology Mara, the Kuan Yew School Institute Nation University of Singapore. And today, we make collaboration with Baklio University. What can be done or carry out in relations with collaboration today? Of course, the objective of collaboration is to endeavor, strengthen, promote, and develop academic and social cooperations between the parties. And both parties agree to encourage the following activities: to promote international academic cooperations, of course, like institutional exchange between faculty and staff from its partner institutions. It means that the lecturer from University of Balikpapan can be sent to Baklio University, as well as the staff. And the important things are that we can student exchange program, like maybe my student from University of Balikpapan can be sent to the Baklio University, and acceptance of undergraduate and graduate student of each partner institution for period of study and research. It means that if there is a student here can be sent to Baklio University, we can do it. It depends on what we cooperate. And exchange of information pertain to development in teaching, student development, and research institutions. and then mutually promote information and activities of the other party within the scope of the memorandum of understanding. And we can say that we can cooperate in anything, and we can success together. Only that are my presentations today. Thank you very much for your kind attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih. Thank you, Pak Supradi, for insightful presentation. So, okay. Still haven't had any questions, but up to this time. But I do have a questions for Dr. Joyce at the moment. I think we need tips. I think from my experience, we start contacting universities abroad. It's kind of, we need to present ourselves, we need to introduce ourselves. Sometimes we don't receive anything from them. Sometimes we receive any news within 1, 2, 3 months. But I think it's a little bit challenging. Try to present yourself, I think, and make that first contact, especially in this current situation, different when you can physically visit them and speak to them. So that's one of the things that maybe you can share based on your experience. What's the tips on that? And the second one is, once we have the MOU is not only, it's only the beginning. It's not, we sign the MOU and that's it, it's done. No, I think this is the beginning. We need to follow up with more and more collaboration, implementation. And how did you go in your university to encourage everyone from various faculties and study programs to actually start to collaborate with the partner universities? Because this is not a one-man job. This should be need cooperation from everyone, stakeholders of universities. Thank you, Dr. Joyce.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adam. Very interesting. In fact, I put down as 2 different questions over here. Thank you for the questions. I will probably go to the first question first, with regards to how to engage more effectively with the international collaborators. That's a very good question. In fact, this is a question faced by all the international universities as well. But I believe if we look into the angle of during the COVID time, we will need to be very specific. So my suggestion here would be 3 things over here. One is on, usually from our perspective, either we contact others or others contact us. We usually will say that we have to be very specific. So usually my team and myself at the meeting, we usually prepare like 5 slides, 4 to 5 slides. We look into the area of the mutual interest. We put into the 5 slides to say, look, these are the area that we can work on together because we believe these are the area that you are good at, we are good at, and maybe we can collaborate. So be specific and look into the area, focus on the mutual interest area are very key. And the third part to answer to the first question would be, it's still important that because, especially during the COVID time, we can't travel as much as before, we are lacking that in-person feel. So it's very important, in my view, we usually, what we do is, it's not just at the senior management, it's also very important. When we cannot travel, we put our researchers in touch as well. So you will organize an online workshop or maybe online conference, even for 2-3 hours. we actually get researchers from both sides to talk. So in that way, researchers and researchers talk. They can see the mutual area. They can be very specific to tell you that those are the area we can work on. So we found this particular part of be specific, mutual interest, and bring your team on board are very, very crucial and important. And of course, when travel advisory allow, when we can put the senior team as well as the researchers able to meet each other in person, at that time, they are no more exploratory. Because they already discuss online. So by the time they meet in person, they can immediately go into the specific thing, very concrete area they want to work on. So those are my suggestions and input for the first question. And with regards to the second, you have touched on very, very important issue here. In the area of the internationalization, it can never be a one-person job. You require a team. I'm very lucky to have a very good international team where we have the director, international director. We have our coordinator for the summer program. We have our discovery year coordinators to support us. So it's a big team. You need them to have a unifying vision and agenda with you. So at this team, we usually will meet, beside myself, my team usually will meet with the faculty as well to share with them and also to hear from them the internationalization agenda they are after, because we wouldn't know what the faculty want. We usually have to work with the faculty. So we usually say that internationalization is a team effort. It's not a one-man or one-woman show. So we hear from the faculty of what they want. Then we bring it back to our office. We work with them how we can project and channel the objective of what they want with the potential partner university. So these are the things, but I think it still boils down to, we need to be very specific. We need to see the mutual interest. And then important is we always tell our team members, no matter COVID, pre-COVID, during COVID or post-COVID, it is very important that we need to have that interactive. People do not talk just exploratory, so they need to do their homework, like what we normally tell our team. So before every meeting, they will find out what are the mutual interest area that they can collaborate. So I believe this may be helping us one step closer to close the collaborative gap. I hope I answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jess. Yeah, I think that's the one, I think, a very good tips that we need to have to set 4 or 5 slides, then try to identify our strength and to offer them and see the mutuality between our university and the other university and try to touch that from the beginning. Thank you, Dr. Jess. I think you still have one more question, but I think I will go to Dr. Isradi first. This is in relation to, I think, Pak Isradi probably can share any idea that what we might offer to other international universities that will collaborate with us. For example, taking these online courses or maybe certification, where UNIBA can help them and support them for that.
Thank you, Pak Adam. In these occasions, I want to comment about the collaborations carried out by university or international collaboration between university, especially in the ASEAN countries. I have some tips. Actually, talking about international collaboration or international cooperations, there are some motivations. I think for the first, because of the regulations, like as you know that for Indonesian university and maybe for university in Asian countries, maybe there is an obligation that every university should make cooperation with another university. And of course, that is one the motivation why we should do collaboration. And the second, as we know, that by international collaborations, we will send the student and the lecturers. It means that if we send the students, we'll make the students find new friends, of course. And also, maybe if the students go to the university, they'll have about the new culture and new experience, new knowledge, and will make them to have like a bright future. And for the lecturers has obligation also from the government to increase their knowledge or their research, and that's only can be done by cooperation with international collaborations. Okay, for University of Balikpapan, we have a plan and method to make international collaborations. For the first, we'll collaborate. We'll make communications with another university in Southeast Asia, as well as in Europe or in Australia, and of course, we switch with the faculty between beside our university. We'll make cooperation also from the faculty to faculty and from the study program to study program. Only that, I think. But I want to say that international collaboration or cooperation can make our university more quality, and of course, talking about accreditations will help increase our accreditation value. Only that part, Adam. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Sadi. I think the last questions to Dr. Joyce from Bu Miswati, you probably have already answered that directly, but we would like to hear also the question is, what are the main influencing factors that trigger such pattern of inter-university collaborations? Please, Dr. Joyce.
Thank you again, Mr. Adam, and thank you, Ms. Wati, for the question. You have asked you have touched on the very important, it's indeed very influencing questions. In brief, there are 4 points that I may suggest over here. In terms of the influencing factors, number one, which I'm sure that Pak Rector will also agree, is internationalization plan is very important, the key. So for every university, when you have the internationalization plan, or what we call the I plan, so you know and you can guide your team as well as the faculty onto what kind of the partnership and internationalization that you are planning to do in the next 3 years or the next 5 years. So the internationalization plan is one. Second is, usually for the second influencing factor, in my view, and it will be about what are the benefits if I collaborate with this university, how does it going to benefit our students and our faculties? Because eventually, as the Pak Rector has shared, that it's not just about MOU signing, it's how we can make it into reality. So what benefits our student, what benefit our faculty member? Because universities are built because of these two group of stakeholders. What benefits the students, what benefit the faculty members? And the third point I have touched on just now is the mutual interest. Because to make the collaboration work, it is very important that both universities have the mutual interest to collaborate. And the fourth point, which boiled down to many of my personal experience, is sincerity. I noticed that where we are sincere to collaborate and the other party are sincere to reciprocate our sincerity to collaborate, and you know that the chemistry is there. And to me, these are the 4 very important influencing factors for any good internationalization to work. I hope I answered the question from Ms. Wati. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Joyce. I think, yes, I agree with you. At the end of the day, what we are all do is actually for our students, improving their skills, improving their competence, improving their knowledge and experiences. Not only to that, but it can also give them an experience in interculturality experience when communicating with people across cultures. Thank you very much, Dr. Joyce.
Madam, I have comment.
Okay, but it's ready.
Okay, because now we have Bakri University and also University of Balikpapan. And I want to inform that actually University of Balikpapan has a study program that where I think that the best in Southeast Asia. This is the study program of occupational safety and health. So if Pak Adam asked me just now about what kind of course or online course can be offered to Southeast Asian University, I can say that we have occupational safety and health. And you know, besides I'm director of University of Balikpapan, I'm also as the co-chairman of National Commission of Occupational Safety and Health. And by cooperation with that, I think the university in Southeast Asia can invite University of Balikpapan to deliver presentations about occupational safety and health. We can talk about safety in relation with mechanical, electrical, or civil engineering, and also about the environment. And the second, talking about what University of Balikpapan can offer about online course. And this is for Dr. Joyce and also our friend from University of Bakley, Vietnam. As nowadays, now our government, President Joko Widodo, has appointed Southeast Kalimantan as the new capital candidate of Indonesia. So we can make cooperation about it, maybe about research, about sharing knowledge, how to make the new capital better and smart city. We can talk about environment, we can talk about technology and so on. And on the next, there are 2 offering. The first about online seminar about occupational safety and health, and the second about how to build a new capital, smart capital, and green capital, and also good capital. Thank you very much, Pak Adam and Dr. Joyce and our friend from University of Bakley, Vietnam.
Thank you, Pak Sadi. Thank you, Dr. Joyce. Now we will move to the next session, which is summary statement. A brief summary statement. The first one from Vice President of Bakley University, Dr. Vo Hong Kim, and then it will be continued by summary statement from Rector of Universitas Balikpapan. So our colleagues in Bakley University, please.
The Honorable Dr. Issa Rain Senior, the resident, along with the dear lecturer, officials, staff, and students at the Bali Bandar University.
giảng viên trường Bạc Liêu.
And dear lecturers and staff at Berkeley University.
Trước hết thay mặt trường Bạc Liêu gửi lời cảm ơn các trường Bạc Liêu ban lãnh đạo
To begin with, on behalf of Berkeley University, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to the residents of Berkeley University, the management board, and Mr. Muhammad Adam, and everyone whose dedication and efforts have contributed to the finalization of this signing ceremony.
Thưa quý vị, trường Bạc Liêu đã được thành lập 15 năm, là trường nhập Việt Nam của Việt Nam. Trong các năm qua, trường Bạc Liêu luôn quan tâm đẩy mạnh các hoạt động đào tạo, nghiên cứu học, quốc tế, các đấu doanh nghiệp, chia sẻ kinh nghiệm, tri thức, trong các tình nguyện và hoạt động.
Having established for 15 years, Berkeley University is a multidisciplinary higher education institution in the southern part of Vietnam. During the last time, the institution has always been concerned about promoting various activities, such as training, scientific research, international collaboration, connection with the locality and businesses, sharing knowledge and intellect, and community service.
Về hoạt động hợp tác quốc tế, trường Bạc Liêu đã phối hợp với chương trình quốc tế của kỳ tại Việt Nam.
In terms of international collaboration, Berkeley University has been working very hard with Fulbright program of the U.S. in Vietnam.
Tiếp nhận các tình nguyện viên từ Hàn Quốc.
Received the volunteers from the National Information Society Agency Korea.
Tham gia các hội thảo, phát động chương trình hợp tác với chính phủ Ấn Độ.
We have also taken part in conferences, seminars, symposiums, training courses for cooperation program with International Training Educational Center of the Indian government.
Các đội giảng viên, sinh viên với Nga, Trung Quốc.
Scholar exchange with Russia, China.
Cử giảng viên đi đào tạo thạc sĩ, tiến sĩ tại các nước Úc, Ý, Nhật Bản, Đài Loan, Hàn Quốc, Nhật Bản.
We have also sent our lecturers for master and doctor's training in Australia, Italy, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, and Thailand.
Như chúng ta đã biết, hợp tác quốc tế ở trường đại học mang lại rất nhiều lợi ích thiết thực. Nhờ quá trình này, các bên đều có lợi, các bên đều có cơ hội nâng cao năng lực quản lý cũng như là trình độ chuyên môn của đội ngũ giảng viên.
As we have none that international collaboration at universities definitely brings a big number of practical benefits. Thanks to this process, the parties all have more right opportunities to enhance their management competencies, as well the lecturer, professional lecture, and student training quality.
Thưa quý vị, sau buổi hôm nay, tôi hy vọng hai bên sẽ trao đổi sâu hơn để có những chương trình, kế hoạch cụ thể trên các hoạt động trên các hoạt động trao đổi giảng viên sinh viên, tổ chức các thảo chuyên đề, các nghiên cứu, xuất bản các công trình học nhé.
After this MUO signing ceremony, hopefully the two parties will hold further discussion and exchange in order to set up specific plans and programs based on such uniform activities as lecturer exchange, student exchange, organization of symposia, research collaboration, publication of scientific works, and so on.
Tôi tin tưởng rằng việc ký kết biên bản hợp tác hôm nay sẽ tạo ra nhiều cơ hội tác đầy triển vọng trong tương lai cho hai nước.
I believe that today's MOU signing ceremony will create more chances of promising cooperation between two universities.
Một lần nữa xin trân trọng cảm ơn ông hiệu trưởng trường đại học Berkeley ban đại biểu đường ông Muhammad Adam đã hỗ trợ tổ chức thành công hôm nay.
One more time, we would like to show our appreciation and thankfulness to Dr. Isadi Zainul, the residents of Bali Panda University, the school management board, and Mr. Muhammad Adam for your great support to have made the signing of this MUO successful.
Cuối cùng xin kính chúc quý vị dồi dào sức khỏe, chúc mối quan hệ hợp tác giữa hai trường sẽ ngày càng phát triển sâu rộng, hai được nhiều thành công trong tương lai.
In closing, I ardently wish all of you good health and success. I also wish the mutual collaboration between two universities would be expanding more and more, and we will achieve more success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next part is ready for the brief summary statement.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Adam, the chairman of Board of Trustees of University Balikpapan, Dr. Randy Susilo Ismail, Mr. President of Baklio University, Associate Professor Dr. Chu Jiep Chong Phang, the Vice Presidents of Baklio University, Dr. Pok Hwang Kim and Mrs. Nguyen Pisang, and special for Dr. Joyce, our speaker, our first speaker today. Yeah, and as director of University Balikpapan, I'm very happy because today we success to sign MOU between Baklio University and University Balikpapan. And as you know that collaborate means that work together between two universities. We do hope that the implementation of the memorandum of understanding should be done as soon as possible. Maybe in our program today there is some mistaken or make you unhappy. As director, I apologize to all of you. But I want to say that our cooperation or collaborations next will be success. And thank you so much to all of you, especially to the Mr. President, Vice President to the Baklio University, Dr. Joyce, nice to meet you. And I do hope that someday you may come to Indonesia. At least I, with Pak Randy, Dr. Adam, Dr. Mary, and my Vice Rector, can go to your country. Actually, I have been in Vietnam and also in Jerusalem for 5 years ago, and I do hope that someday I can go as director of University of Balikpapan. Thank you so much for your kind operations, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning. Thank you, Pak Estadi. Now we have reached the end of this agenda. I would like to express a big appreciation to all participants, speakers, to Pak Randy who have joined us today, from our colleague in Baklio University, Kam Eun. Hopefully we can actually visit both to Baklio University and University of Brunei Darussalam. And to all participants, don't forget to fill in the attendance. I will share the slides of Dr. Joyce once I receive them, also to our colleague in Baklio University. Again, thank you very much. Terima kasih. Have a fit day. Stay productive. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Joyce.
Terima kasih, Dr. Joyce.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Me too.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joyce.
Thank you.
Dr. Kim.
Thank you, Dr. Mary.
Dr. Kim, thank you from Baklio. Kam Eun.
Thank you.
Dr. Joyce, you know that all of the dean and head of study program and all in University Balikpapan attend the today.
Welcome to the university. Welcome, you come to Baklio University.
So Joyce, I invite you to University of Balikpapan and also Mr. President of Baklio University.
Đấy rồi, ông toàn cảm ơn em không? Tại khi em với tên Sang mà em làm ở đây.
Dr. Joyce, please convey my hello to Datin, Professor Anita.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mary. I will do. Thank you.
And
And
Dr. Hasarina and all staff members of BSN.
Yes. Our Global Affairs team also joined the webinar this morning as well. So the team is here.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Joyce.
Yeah, thank you. So we look forward to you joining the conference of the UBD BSN on the 30th of June.
Sure.
Thank you again.
In our group.
Sure. We look forward to that, and thank you again, Pak Rector. Look forward to having everyone again in Brunei, and thank you for excellent moderating, Mr. Adam. We will see everyone next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Jelek banget sinyal di sini, Pak. Rektor.